Rahim. Welcome to Respect Graduate School open house to introduce our Master of Arts in Islamic Studies. It's been running for a while, but we thought it might be a good idea to reintroduce to the new audience. My name is Hakan. I'll be the moderator of the event, and at some point I'll also introduce the course I teach in the program. We are planning to finish the event in 60 minutes if everybody can stick to their time limits and if we don't have any technical glitches. I hope you'll enjoy, and I hope you'll find out a lot about the school and the program. What have we got in this program? I'll briefly tell you about the flow. We're going to have a very short introduction video of Respect Graduate School. I'll share the video with you shortly, which is also available on our website. If somehow the video quality is low and if you can't stream it properly, you can always visit our website and see the high definition video there. We have professors and course coordinators. They'll be speaking about academic and technical aspect of the program, and course teachers will be talking about the content of their courses. We have some of our former students. They're going to talk about their experience with us, and I'll try to finish the program before an hour. So without further ado, let me share my screen with you, and let's watch the brief introduction video of Respect Graduate School. Here we go. So, Bismillah.
Earn a master's in Islamic Studies with Respect Graduate School. In collaboration with the Islamic Sciences and Research Academy and Charles Sturt University, Respect Graduate School offers a master's program in Islamic Studies, 100% online. With courses focusing on classical Islamic disciplines such as tafsir, hadith, fiqh, and kalam, our students immerse themselves in the subjects and provide comprehensive surveys of them with access to our highly experienced faculty and staff. Our program is fully online, so you can join from wherever you live in the world. We offer a traditional education in a modern setting, perfect for the busy lifestyles of today. You can study online at your own pace and enjoy the wealth of resources Respect has to offer, all at a very affordable price. For more information, please visit our website and enroll today. Respect Graduate School, where knowledge becomes wisdom.
Right. Before I introduce my first speaker, let me just give you a bit of a technical background. We have a team answering your questions. If you have any, you can write in Zoom chat, or ideally, you can email our official email address, which is info@respectgs.us, or if it is about admissions, you can use admissions@respectgs.us. So any questions, feel free to ask. So I would like to invite my first speaker to the podium, Professor Halim Calis. He is going to introduce the master's program, focusing on the academic aspects of it. Professor, the podium is yours.
Thank you. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. First of all, I would like to thank my respected colleague, Dr. Hakan Gök, for moderating this program. In this section, I will give you a brief information about the academic aspect of our MA in Islamic Studies program. But let me first share my screen with you, inshallah. Let me talk a little bit about the history of the Respect Graduate School and the history of our MA program. Respect Graduate School is an educational institution established about 6 years ago in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It is an institution dedicated to education primarily in Islam and Islamic studies. Since the beginning, Respect Graduate School has been offering many individual courses and certificate programs about Islam. 3 years ago, Respect Graduate School signed for partnership with Islamic Sciences and Research Academy of Australia, which we call ISRA, in collaboration with Sturt University of Australia. ISRA is an educational institution just like Respect Graduate School, and it is located in Australia. Sturt University is a big Australian university. It is really a big university, a globally accredited and recognized university. It has multiple campus sites in the major Australian cities such as Sydney and Melbourne. According to our agreement, students will take 8 courses from Respect Graduate School. After that, they will take 4 additional courses from ISRA. When they are done with their study by completing these 12 courses, Sturt University will grant them with the MA degree and the diploma. Of course, all these courses are offered online. Now, I would like to mention the titles of the courses we teach at Respect Graduate School, and later in this YouTube program, some of our professors will have some words about the courses they teach, inshallah. These are the courses offered by Respect Graduate School, such as Islamic Worldview and Theology, Islamic History and Civilizations, Methodology of Quranic Exegesis, Usul al-Tafsir, Islam in the Modern World, Methodology of Hadith, Usul al-Hadith, Women in Islam, Methodology of Islamic Law, and Arabic language. When students are done with the Respect courses, they will enroll in Sturt University and start taking courses from ISRA. These are some of the courses students can take from ISRA. There are more courses not listed here, but you can see all the courses in the ISRA website, inshallah. Now, let me say something about why it would be a smart decision to choose our MA in Islamic Studies at Respect Graduate School. First of all, our program is academically satisfying. We offer courses in many traditional Islamic sciences taught by highly qualified instructors. Let me have some words about our professors at Respect. All of our professors got their PhDs from reputable and prestigious American and British universities. For example, Dr. Zara Khan got her PhD from New York University and currently works at Yaqin Institute. Dr. Hakan Gök got his PhD from Durham University and teaches at Leeds Beckett University in England. Dr. Fatih Harpçı got his PhD from Temple University, and he works as an associate professor at Carthage College. Dr. Züleyha Çolak got her PhD from Indiana University and teaches at Columbia University. Dr. Selçuk Altıntaş got his PhD from the University of Wisconsin. And me, I am the Dean of Academics, but also teach courses at Respect, and I got my PhD from the University of Chicago. Each of our professors is expert in the fields they teach. The courses we offer at Respect are effectively designed, comprehensive, and very attractive, both to those who are interested in learning traditional knowledge and those who want to know about modern and contemporary approaches. When you complete the program, you will have deep knowledge in the field of Islamic studies, and you'll feel ready to pursue a PhD in the same field or in different fields. Second, Our program is financially affordable. Respect Graduate School is dedicated to providing the most competitive tuition prices for an MA program. The current cost of the whole program is under $15,000. In addition, scholarship possibilities are available for those who need. Our program is super convenient. All the program is fully online and accessible to everyone from all over the world, regardless of their location or busy schedule. There is no need to relocate or get a US visa to complete this program. Everyone from all over the world can join. You can be either a full-time or a part-time student at Respect Graduate School, depending on your schedule and depending on the workload you desire. If you choose to be a full-time student, you can complete the program within 2 years, maybe less than 2 years. It is also possible to complete the program in more than 2 years for those who prefer taking fewer classes each semester. The degree is accredited. At the end of the program, students will obtain the MA degree from Sturt University of Australia. This degree is accredited through the Australian government and is internationally recognized. And 5, the program is for everybody. Applicants are not required to have prior education in a relevant field. Respect Graduate School values academic diversity and believes that students with diverse undergraduate experiences will offer rich intellectual perspectives. You can find more information about the Respect Graduate School and our scholarly programs in our website, respectgs.us. You can also reach us by email or phone if you have any questions. And I guess that's all I want to say in this section. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sticking to your time limit, Professor. My next speaker is Dr. Zara Khan, but she's not physically present in the Zoom platform, but thanks to technology, we have got a short video that I'll share with you. So let me just share Dr. Zara's video with you. Right, here we go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Zara Khan. I'm very happy to be back with Respect Graduate School in the fall 2021 semester. Respect Graduate School is a great place to study as well as to work, and to just be part of the community. Respect offers a Master's in Islamic Studies, now available conveniently online. We have wonderful faculty here. We have a wonderful student base, and Respect Graduate School has great relationships with the broader community in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, often hosting interfaith events as well as educational programs to educate the broader community about Islam. In the fall 2021 semester, in collaboration with ISRA and Sturt University, Australia, I'll be teaching a course called Islam in the Modern World. Islam in the Modern World is a course that will give students a survey of some of the major themes that affect a life of faith for Muslims around the world. How does secularism affect a life of faith? What is the cultural diversity that we find among Muslims throughout a global context? Muslims are not a monolith, but neither are there multiple Islams. In this course, we will take a look at Islamic spirituality and law at the intersection of life in modern nation states, as well as among secular culture. There is good culture, there is bad culture, there are good cultural traditions gone wrong, and we will take a look at how Islam as a faith, as a set of principles derived from sacred text, from the example of the Prophet ﷺ, how a lived life of faith as a Muslim intersects with the broader society and with global trends. We will also examine the diversity within Islam across nations and see the role that urf plays, custom and usage play in all of this. We will look at the flexibility of Islam in allowing lived practice across cultural contexts, while at the same time being unified as a faith in its founding principles and its basic tenets. So please join us at Respect Graduate School. We're happy to have you and to meet you and get to know you. And in Islam in the Modern World, we look forward to doing this survey of what are some of the major themes that affect Muslims around the world, focusing on the American Muslim context, as well as drawing some lessons from the Australian context as well. Hope to see you there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Right, I think it went quite all right. I would like to thank Dr. Zara Khan for this brief video. Right, I mean, typical YouTube speech. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and post it on your Facebook and spread the word. In the meantime, visit our website, respectgs.us, and if you have any questions, you can email us at info@respectgs.us. Right, my next speaker, who physically present in the room, is one of our former students, Munir Sharafi. So, Munir, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Hosham. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First, I want to say alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks is due to Allah. And I also want to say assalamu alaikum to everybody else. My name is Munir. I am currently a third term student in the MA program. And I would like to share my experience so far at being part of Respect Graduate School. To me, it has been such a rewarding experience already. I have had an eye-opening experience. I wasn't actually expecting to learn as much as I have been in such a short amount of time, especially being part-time. The educators that I've had the opportunity to learn from have been very informative, professional, and very accommodating to all of our needs in the class. Apart from that, the curriculum has been well-rounded to exactly what I've been looking for. As a matter of fact, before I found Respect Graduate School, I was kind of struggling to find a school that fit all of my needs in terms of convenience, affordability, the curriculum, and so on. And I found that Respect Graduate School fit all of that for me. I personally like to be in a traditional classroom setting in person. Granted, COVID has gave us all a curveball, but alhamdulillah, Respect Graduate School has made accommodations for us to all meet virtually on the platform. And I've been able to meet so many people from all over the United States. And also, I actually live nearby Bethlehem, so I've been actually able to visit the campus and meet some of our esteemed educators. So that's been really rewarding as well. All in all, to say that Respect Graduate School offers most everything that you could want out of a graduate school, Islamic school, is an understatement. It's more than that. It's a sadaqah jariyah. It's an investment, not only to yourself, but for generations to come. And I don't say that lightly. This is, I mean that sincerely. So I plan on continuing my education with Respect, and I encourage everyone to at least consider it and look into the website, look through the courses, and inshallah, we'll be classmates soon, hopefully.
Thank you, Munir. I believe our program is filling an important gap, especially in the Western world, because we always oversee this. We live in Britain, the US, Australia. It's a Western Christian country. What is Islamic studies to do with that? But in reality, there is a lot of interest, and there are so few offerings out there. So I genuinely believe, program is being going really well, and it's going to be a great success, provided we spread the word and promote it positively. So I believe we are on the right track on that. So thank you for sharing your experience and feelings with us, Munir. Thank you very much. Right, I would like to invite Professor Halim Calis once again. This time he's gonna tell us about the technical aspects of the program. Professor, the podium is yours.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum again. In this section, inshallah, I will talk about the learning tools we use at Respect. Let me share my screen again with you, inshallah. Okay. As a learning management system, we use Populi. Populi is a very secure, very effective, and beautifully designed learning system. When you register, you have an account and you can deal with everything about your study using your account. Everything from registration for a course to payments, from downloading course material to getting your transcript and more. I would like to show you a sample course which I will teach in the upcoming semester, inshallah. The title of the course is Usul al-Tafsir, Methodology of Exegesis. We make all the communications regarding the course here. Here you can see the course syllabus. You will receive very comprehensive and detailed syllabi. Comprehensive, very detailed and effectively designed syllabi. You can see how we take education seriously in our syllabi, actually. Here also you can find all the course material, lecture overviews, topic descriptions, learning objectives, readings, supplemental materials such as video clips and so on. All of them are already uploaded to the system. So before each class session, you will be familiar with the content. I would like to share one exciting news with you. You don't have to purchase textbooks for the courses because you'll find all the reading assignments uploaded here. You can either read them online or download them and read them on your devices. There will be assignments, of course. These assignments are designed to assist students in meeting the objectives of the courses. For example, there will be online quizzes for some courses, not all of them. There will be final exams, presentations, and most importantly, you will write a research essay for each course. This is very important. One of our objectives is to improve writing skills of our students. We take this very seriously. We hold workshops for this purpose. We share sources with our students to help them improve their writing skills and their research skills. And I can say that I myself observe how our students effectively improve themselves in writing during their study at Respect Graduate School. One of the things we do here is that our professors provide guidance about essay writing during the semester, and they also provide detailed feedbacks to the essays submitted by the students. Therefore, essay writing is one of the educational activities we most care at Respect Graduate School. There are many more features in Populi, our learning system, but our time is limited, so I leave it to you to explore more. In this section, okay, in this section, I also must talk about our library. We have a very rich library, the largest in the area, in the Lehigh Valley area, largest not in general, but specifically in Islamic studies. We have thousands of books in English, in Arabic, and in other languages spoken by Muslims, such as Turkish. For those who can physically visit us, you are always welcome to study at our library. But for our remote students, if they need anything from our library, we scan the related parts in books and send them electronically. You can make online search in our library and see our holdings. We conduct our online classes through the Zoom program. I don't need to say anything about the Zoom because everybody have become expert in this program during the pandemic. We share Zoom recordings after each class, and we also share the PowerPoint presentations after each class. All the class sessions will be live, which means you have to join the classes in their exact times. This is also very nice because it allows us to have live class discussions and interactive conversations about the topics. You can ask questions to your instructors or your classmates, or you can make comments. In this way, the class sessions become very productive times when the participants actively share knowledge with each other. For example, we have students coming from diverse backgrounds, students who are doctors or pilots or engineers, and they share their experience with us. And this makes our class sessions amazingly rich, colorful, and very productive. I am an instructor, but I myself learn a lot during our class sessions, alhamdulillah. This is one of the beautiful outcomes of our live class sessions. We also provide very effective advising services for our students. When you are done with your study at Respect and be ready for further study at ISRA, you will enroll in Sturt University, so you will benefit from all the opportunities provided by this big university. Lastly, let me say again, if you have any questions about the technical aspect or anything about the MA program, you can reach us by email or by phone and ask your questions. We will be more than happy to answer to your questions, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for this technical, clear explanation. Right. I am not only the moderator of this event, I'm also one of the lecturers in the program. I've been teaching the same course for the last 2 years. It's going to be my 3rd year. So in this section, I'll talk about what I teach in my course. As Professor mentioned earlier, the course is RGS 400, Islamic Worldview. I'll briefly show you the content of the course. But before I do that, let me just briefly tell you about myself. I'm a scientist, I'm a physicist by trade, and I received my PhD in philosophy of religion because I had this passion to understand philosophical issues and theological issues better. After teaching in colleges and secondary schools for many, many years, I decided to go into the field of theology and philosophy. I quite liked it because doing philosophy and theology makes a lot of sense if you have a bit of life experience and if you have got another qualification under your belt. I was a physicist, I was a scientist, and I really enjoyed learning new things in my PhD. I had a fantastic time with my supervisor, very famous person, Professor Colin Turner. I'm sure you've all heard of him or seen him somehow. We spent a very good time with him, and I think he also enjoyed supervising me because he says, I'm happy to supervise someone with a scientific background because you bring new insights to the field. Anyway, after spending all those years doing PhD, then I went into teaching, and I was teaching in different countries, different universities. I am currently in England, in the UK, at Leeds Beckett University, and I also teach remotely at Respect Graduate School. So in my course, it's not going to be strictly theological. It's going to be a lot of scientific input. Only recently I was giving a lecture on a theological matter, and someone joined in, and I was sharing photosynthesis. It is a scientific topic. I'm talking about chemical reactions, etc. And the person says, I thought this was something to do with theology. I think this guy is talking about biology. So eventually I connected science with theology. Then it is a real eye-opener. So connecting these two separate fields and making a case is very convincing, especially the topics I teach. Let me share my screen and show you the flow of my course. Then you can have a rough idea what to see in my course. Right. 12 weeks, there are 12 lectures. As Professor Halim mentioned earlier, everything is uploaded on Populi, student learning platform. And for every lecture, alongside the PowerPoint presentation, we have additional supplementary reading material, related documents. Some of them are academic papers, some of them are book chapters, some of them are sections from relevant literature. As we said before, if you are passionate and if you want to dive deep into it, there is plenty of material on our website. But when it comes to evaluation and assessment, yes, we have quizzes, but we usually ask questions directly from the PowerPoint material. So if you don't have time to read all the supplementary reading material, and if you just revise the PowerPoint, which is usually 40 to 60 pages, very informative, full of information, I'm sure you'll do well in quizzes. We have presentations, we have final exam, and we have essay writing. So there are different elements to our assessment criteria. Regarding my course and what I teach, let me just go through quickly before I overrun my time. I opened the course with belief and disbelief. So we're going to make a theological case and theological introduction. In lecture 2 is the age-old question. It's a bomb, everybody loves it. Is there a God? You know, all those big guns, everybody's been talking about this. There are tons of videos and debates on YouTube, and every university runs an event on this topic. Is there a God? Yes, there is. We believe there is God. How do we demonstrate? How do we prove to the general audience? So in this second lesson, I make cases for the existence of God scientifically, philosophically, and theologically. And I also answer the atheistic suggestions and questions. So it's a whole package, and it is very satisfying. From the existence of God, we gradually build. So we go to Islamic monotheism, because believing in God is not enough. If you just believe in God, you become a deist. So there is more that you need to believe and you need to understand. So I move into monotheism in lecture 3. And in lecture 4, we try to understand what our God is like, with his divine names and attributes, and how we can relate to him. In lecture 5, very philosophical session, we're going to talk about the purpose of life and existence. Are we just the byproduct of some celestial random events? Are we just the byproduct of evolution, living X amount of years and, you know, going back to the carbon cycle? Or is there more to our existence? We exist somehow. Why are we here? So we answer this question in lecture 5. Lecture 6, very technical. We're going to look into the Quran, analyze the text, and try to understand what is Quran's explanation when it comes to creation. So we're going to look at the Quranic narrative of creation in lecture 6. Lecture 7 is an interesting one. We're going to talk about angels and unseen worlds. So we have the word angels in our daily language, but are they really there? What do they do? Who are they? So we're gonna focus on angels and the unseen. Lecture 8, we're gonna focus on Wahi, Quranic revelation. In lecture 9, we're gonna look at the institution of prophethood and the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, alongside other prophets mentioned in the Quran. Lecture 10 is a good one. Resurrection. What happens when we die? We all die eventually, but what happens? Some of them, especially in Britain, they get cremated and you just have the ash of the deceased in an urn. Sometimes just, spread it over a field or in the North Sea or some river. But what happens? Is this the end? So we're going to look at what happens after we die. Is there an afterlife? Is it justifiable? Is it demonstrable? So lecture 10 is about resurrection and afterlife. Lecture 11 is also very interesting, very popular one. It is divine determination and human free will. You know, a lot of people talk about this. Even Muslims, they don't clearly understand the concept and they have question marks in their heads. So we're going to look at Qadar, divine determination, and human free will in lecture 11. The final lesson is probably the hottest topic. When I'm invited to speak at events, they usually ask me what I prefer talking about. I say problem of evil and suffering, because it's been there for a long, long time. It came about by Epicurus, ancient Greek philosopher. I usually start with his statements and we try to debunk his theory. And it is very helpful for the mental well-being of a lot of people. If they understand the true nature of suffering, good and evil, they are psychologically very light and very happy and very content with life. So this is basically what I teach in RGS 400 in a nutshell. Right, so I stop here. Now, I'm gonna take my teacher hat off and put my moderator hat on. So my next speaker is one of our students, Eric Schraffen, if I have pronounced it correctly. If not, I apologize. He's going to talk about his personal experience about the school and the program. Eric, the floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thanks for that course description, Dr. Hakan. Now you've made me torn between 3 classes I want to take for next semester. So yeah, it's very good. But my name is Eric Schraffen, and I was a convert to Islam. I converted shortly after the first Gulf War, which I was unfortunately participating in Iraq in 1991. Following that, I joined, I was mostly with folks that were closely associated with Zaytuna Institute in California. And so most of the classes or lectures I had to go over there to California to listen to. So there was a great amount of distance. Now, those who wanted to go to higher education through Zaytuna would usually go to United Arab Emirates, Yemen, perhaps Hadramaut was one of the big places they would go to, way out in the far parts of Yemen, Syria. Some even went to Jordan for language training, and others even the deserts of Mauritania. So alhamdulillah, I could not, being a married man, I could not go to any one of those places and still remain to be married. So I was really happy when Respect, which is very local to where I live here in Pennsylvania, not only had a school put up there, but also an online school, a completely online school that really fit into my work schedule. Right now I'm a commercial airline pilot, so my work schedule is really precarious and it can change sometimes at any moment. But I was able to do most of these classes on my iPad, my company provided iPad, which was really pretty amazing because I could go almost anywhere and just drop into the class, and sometimes have to drop out a little earlier, but it's a really great thing. Just wanted to say too that this course here at Respect is very affordable too. You don't have to take a second mortgage on your house to attend it, which you sometimes have to do in other schools that are out there, including Zaytuna, which now has a college, but it's very, very expensive and you have to actually be there for most of it. So it's still Respect is a better option through this too. And one thing I also liked, I really found about it is it's in America. Respect is in America, so it does have an American Islamic view and deals with a lot of the troubles that we come into here in America. So that was just another thing I wanted to point out too. My goal eventually through getting a degree in Respect is to become part of the prison chaplain system here in the state of Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, or I should say fortunately or unfortunately, where I live, the prison system is the biggest business in our county where I live here in Pennsylvania. We have four major prisons here in the county prison, 2 state lockups, and most of this, and then we have a big federal prison here with different levels of security. So unfortunately, this is our biggest business. And I used to volunteer in the, at least the state prisons once in a while back in the 90s. But now, ever since 9/11, they make it that you have to have a degree of some sort or another to be able just to volunteer in the certain of the state or federal prisons. So it's a very important point to be made that Respect will hopefully, taking 1 class a semester, slowly, I'll be able to do that eventually when I become too old to fly. And I just want to say it was some of the greatest classes I ever took, and it's good to have deadlines. You know, I was learning on my own for a long time, you know, just watching YouTube videos of certain shiokh that were speaking, but at least you get a more structured environment with Respect, that you have deadlines you got to follow, and just like a regular college. And so you're not going to get off easy just because it's online. It's you got exams, and it's tough, but you have time to do it usually, which is really good. And you don't have to physically show up to the class, which is a really great thing. But no, I highly praise the folks at Respect and hope that more people will join up. Thank you.
Thank you for this, Captain Eric. Thank you very much. Right. I would like to invite my next speaker, who is one of our professors teaching one of the courses, Professor Selçuk Altıntaş, to introduce his course. Selçuk, floor is yours, sir. Turn your microphone on first, though.
Thank you, Dr. Gök. Selamun alaikum. Peace be with you all. And I hope you are all doing fine. And Dr. Gök, I am especially interested in your lecture number 10, which is about the hereafter and what's going to happen to us. So I hope you have some answers for all of us. So I'm really interested in that. So my name is Selçuk Altıntaş, and I'll be teaching RGS 383 Islamic History, the Caliphate era. And I see one of my former students, Munir, and he is also a reliable source about my course. I mean, he can talk about our course, and he's a reliable source in this sense. This is my 3rd time teaching at Respect, and it's gonna be my 2nd time though teaching this course, this Islamic history course. One thing that I like most about my course is that it gives our students an opportunity to reevaluate what they know about the Islamic history and what they learn in class. So this gives us an opportunity to discuss like what's going on today and what happened in the history. So again, it's a great opportunity to make some connections between history and our modern time. So in about like 12 weeks, we will cover a vast amount of territory and a long history of like Islam, which is about 14 centuries. We start with the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and then we will end with the demise of the Caliphate, which is technically 1924, when the founder of the modern Turkish Republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, abolished the institutions. So today, I mean, there are many like pop-up like caliphs, so to speak, but we are not interested in that. So basically, this course covers the history of Muslim society, civilizations from the time of the death of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the end of the Caliphate era. And the periods of the rightly guided caliphs, the Umayyad Empire, which is the first Islamic empire or like Islamic Caliphate. And then the second one, the Abbasid Empire and the Ottoman Empire, will be studies with a focus on a significant historical event which took place during the Caliphate era. The intellectual, economic, social, and cultural aspects of the Islamic civilization will be explored, particularly the contribution to science during the Golden Era, which is basically the time of the Abbasid Caliphate. And then we will talk about the decline of the Muslim world towards the end of the course. So by the end of the 12th week, by the end of the semester, the students will be able to understand critically the major events of the rightly guided caliphs and the first schism in Islam. And they will be able to evaluate critically how the Crusades and the Mongol invasion of the Muslim world produced a new world order. And they will be able to discuss critically the internal and external factors responsible for the decline of the Muslim world. And they will be able to demonstrate in depth understanding of the intellectual, cultural, social, and economic scale of the Islamic civilization. And finally, they will be able to analyze critically the effects of the end of the Caliphate era. Again, this is, this is like huge in terms of like territory and the time period that we will cover, but it's gonna be an enjoyable and informative intellectual journey for everybody. So before I conclude my remarks about my course, I want to re-emphasize something Dr. Halim mentioned in his presentation about the Respect Graduate School. So one thing about Respect is that students, they do not have to purchase textbooks. I mean, like if you think about the price of the textbooks, this is a big, huge perks of like being a student at Respect. So I just want to re-emphasize that our students, they do not have to buy textbooks. All the readings are available, all the required and recommended readings are available at Populi. So this is something to consider for our future students. So thank you.
Thank you for this, Selçuk. My next speaker is Khalid. He's gonna talk to us about his experience of Respect. Khalid, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Just want to tell you a little about me. I am in the master's degree program with Respect. My home is in Dallas, Texas. I live in the Dallas area. Originally, I was born in Mississippi. I come from a Christian background. I converted to Islam. My dad was a Baptist preacher, very devout Baptist preacher. My mother was very devout. My relatives all went to church. I went to church, and I converted to Islam. And along with some of my relatives, they have converted just recently. Relatives, my sister, brother, nephew, all converted to Islam. So respect grad school. I'm so happy I chose respect. Respect at grad school is very good for me. What really stands out is been very welcoming, regardless of your background. I think respect is a very welcoming school. I think it is so needed in the Western world because of the diversity we have in the Western world. I know our last class we had respect. We had students from different parts of the country, and it was enriching. There's a lot of sharing. There was sharing and structure at the same time. You had both of them. Sharing is good. Someone said about sharing many years ago, say sharing, when we all share, we all gain. We all gain. So I think there's a lot of truth to that. So sharing is good because of our diversity. We're able to share and we learn from each other by sharing. And like I said, at the same time, there's structure to the courses and program. So respect has been very good. There's been, the classes are very enriching. The classes are very beneficial. I really enjoyed the classes. I enjoy any beneficial knowledge. So the classes have been very beneficial, very enriching classes. The teachers have been very good, very accessible, very helpful. The staff has been very good. The administrators very good, very helpful, very accessible. So if there's anyone out there looking for a grad school, hopefully you check out Respect. Respect is a very, very good grad school. I would highly recommend it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Khalid. Thank you. Right. I would like to invite Professor Halim Calis once again to tell us more about Islamic Studies certificate program at Respect. Professor, floor is yours.
Thank you. Let me share again, inshallah. Before closing our program today, I would like to give you a good news. We just launched a brand new certificate program at Respect with the title of Islamic Studies Certificate Program. This program has been specifically designed for those who want to get deep knowledge in Islamic studies, but not interested in completing our MA program. We designed this program because many people have asked us how they can gain Islamic knowledge from a trusted institution. There will be 8 courses in this program, similar to those in the MA program. Students are supposed to complete 6 of them. After successful completion of these 6 courses, you will be granted with an official certificate from our institution. One of the best aspects of this program is that the tuition for each course is very low in this program. In short, if you want to go deeper in Islamic knowledge but not interested in getting an MA degree, this program is for you. If you have any questions about the certificate program, please write to us or call us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. I think we have managed the time quite well. I would like to thank all my guests and speakers to taking part in this event. We're going to post the video on YouTube. As I said, if you subscribe, like, share, and spread the good news, it might earn you some good deeds, some hasanat. Once again, I would like to thank you for being with us. I started with a video, and I'm going to finish with the same video. Once the video is over, the program is over. Thank you and goodbye.
Earn a master's in Islamic Studies with Respect Graduate School. In collaboration with the Islamic Sciences and Research Academy and Sturt University, Respect Graduate School offers a master's program in Islamic Studies, 100% online. With courses focusing on classical Islamic disciplines such as tafsir, hadith, fiqh, and kalam, our students immerse themselves in the subjects and provide comprehensive surveys of them with access to our highly experienced faculty and staff. Our program is fully online, so you can join from wherever you live in the world. We offer a traditional education in a modern setting, perfect for the busy lifestyles of today. You can study online at your own pace and enjoy the wealth of resources Respect has to offer, all at a very affordable price. For more information, please visit our website and enroll today. Respect Graduate School, where knowledge becomes wisdom.